Normal. I'm El Donzo.
I'm Deez.
And in the previous segment, we were talking about attractive conservative women. We were talking about Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert having maybe doing like some mud wrestling or something, kind of settle this little tiff they had over the impeachment deals. We started into with this story right at the tail end of the last segment. AI finds conservative women more attractive and happier in photos. Now, if you caught what I said at the tail end, if you're just tuning in now, I'll repeat it for you. Of course they are. Of course they're more attractive than liberals. Because the liberal women are like 300 pounds, okay? They're ugly. They have penises, and they're always shouting and mad at something. So why would they look beautiful? I mean, I don't know. I just get it. Conservative women seem to be happier. I mean, what do you think, Deez?
I won't say all, but
think about this.
Yeah.
Like the professional women, or the politicians that we see. The conservative women, they got it on the liberals, man. They do.
It would seem so.
It would seem so. Absolutely seem so. The story goes on. Conservative female politicians tend to appear happier and more attractive in pictures than liberal politicos, a new artificial intelligence study conducted in Denmark found. Published in the Nature-owned journal Scientific Reports in March, the research found AI can predict a person's political ideology with 61% accuracy by analyzing just one headshot. The scientists inputted about 3,200 publicly submitted photos of political candidates who ran in the 2017 Danish municipal election into Microsoft Azure's Face API tool to assess the person's emotional state. The analysis found 80% of the faces displayed a happy expression, while 19% read as neutral. So, another story that kind of ties in with that political thing. This is another Fox story here. Artificial intelligence algorithms can help predict a person's political ideology based on their facial characteristics, the same Denmark study found, that also found that conservative women are hotter than liberals. So I got an issue with this. They're going to use artificial intelligence to go through Facebook, social media, and root out conservatives. How much you want to bet that's not going to happen? You tell me, what do you think?
Not going to happen, or that it is going to happen?
It is going to happen.
I wouldn't be surprised. Although we do have some hope.
Yeah?
Hopefully Elon Musk wins the fight. Have you heard about that?
No, I have not. Tell me about it.
Apparently they are going to actually get in the octagon. Dana White has already basically said, just say when. And they are in talks to have a fight in the octagon.
Who's they?
Zuckerberg and Elon Musk.
Elon Musk is going to mop the floor with
Zuckerberg's
ass, dude.
Zuckerberg is trained in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and I don't know if you remember, he won that tournament. Musk actually has done some training in judo and taekwondo.
I knew he was into that stuff.
Yeah, the big hang-up right now is the weight difference.
I was going to say, Musk is significantly bigger than that.
He's 6'1" and around 180 to 200, depending on how many cheeseburgers he ate that day. Whereas Zuckerberg is... And here's one that blew my mind. I guess I've never paid that much attention. Mark Zuckerberg is only 5'7" and he's 150 pounds.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he was 150.
Yeah, they say he's 155, so that's going to be the hang-up, is the weight thing. But apparently they're going to work to make this happen. I'll pay to see it.
Well, you want to know what I would too. I mean, that's pay-per-view. That's right up there with
for
Boebert
sure.
And Marjorie Taylor Greene going at it.
There you go. That could be the undercard. Put them two in there and let them go.
Dude,
we need to get Dana White on the horn.
If you just now tune into the El Donzo and Deez show, yes, we do get a little out of hand sometimes, don't we, Deez?
We get a lot out of hand.
I would have to say, honestly, that Elon Musk and Zuckerberg fighting would have to be they'd have to be the opener, because the Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert having a mud wrestling match, that's got to be the headliner. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I want to see Zuck just get pounded, so I'd be more interested in that.
Whoa. Hey, we don't talk about stuff like that on the El Donzo and Deez show. Come on, Deez. Come on, man. You got to keep it clean for the families.
Yeah, I want to see Musk absolutely annihilate him.
If you're just tuning in, Deez said that he wants to see Musk pound Zuckerberg.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he just said. All right, check this out. We're gonna switch gears a little bit here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Increasing majority of Americans view sex as biological reality, new poll reveals. Isn't that refreshing that people are like living in reality, like at least 61% of them. So, a growing number of Americans believe that an individual's gender should be determined based on the sex listed on their birth certificate. The NPR, PBS NewsHour, and Marist poll released Wednesday found that 61% of Americans, up 10% from May 2022, say defining gender as the sex listed on the person's original birth certificate is the only way to define male and female in society. Oh, this just in. I think it's 39% of the United States are brain dead. Down from 42%.
I think the number's higher than that.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. You know what? This is sad. Because most people would look at that and go, well, we're in the majority. No, we are. But the fact that you only have 61% of people going, yeah, it's whatever was on your birth certificate.
Yeah.
You've got almost 40% of the country right now that is brainwashed into supporting this garbage that really is, 0.07% of the population. And it goes back to something I've said before on the show if you missed it. Take any one of these liberals right now that thinks that a man can dress as a woman and should be able to go into the girls' locker room, which we're going to get into that. You got a story about Riley Gaines, right?
Yeah. I got a couple things
that.
here.
We're flowing, man. We're flowing, baby. It's the juices are flowing here. But it's really bad when you got 40% of the people that are on board with that. The shenanigans that are going on. But you take any one of those people and you go back 20 years in time. And let's say they had a kid that was in school like 6, 7, 8 years old, and the kid came home and said, Mom, Dad, my name's not Timmy, it's Tammy. The teachers told me I could be a girl. Those same liberals would not have accepted that, would they?
No.
They would have flipped, just like any parent, any logical-minded parent would have done. The problem is they're beating it. Society, the schools, academia, they are beating it into these parents that this is okay and acceptable. And the fact that a parent is actually going along with this goes to show you just how well they've done at tearing down our society. They don't want us reproducing. That sounds like a conspiracy theory, but what else is it? Telling everybody they're gay, telling everybody they can change their sex, 14-year-old girls that can have their breasts removed, boys being put on puberty blockers. Do you think they really just want more transgenders running around? You think they really care about them? Because nobody up top cares about anybody on the bottom. Not these people, anyway.
Yeah.
So it's just something I wanted to touch on. Let's go into your story here real quick.
Yeah. Speaking of the Dixie Chicks, a former Democrat in New Hampshire state representative identified as transgender was arrested Thursday for allegedly distributing sexually explicit images of children. Stacey Marie Lawton, a biological male who identifies as a female, was initially elected to the New Hampshire legislature in 2012, but was unable to serve due to still being on probation for a 2008 felony conviction of credit card fraud. Then the former Democrat representative faced several charges down the road, was arrested for making a bomb threat against a medical center, was arrested again on charges related to the misuse of the state's 911 texting system, and now has been arrested for the child porn.
He needs to get Hunter Biden's
This person was
attorney.
elected multiple times. What the hell is wrong with people in New Hampshire?
Lots. Don't go to New Hampshire, folks.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. Riley Gaines, of course, the famous swimmer who spoke out against Leah Thomas and now is the face of women against transgenders in sports, testified at the Senate hearing on protecting pride, defending the civil rights of LGBTQ plus Americans. Now, in the hearing, they were talking to Kelly Robinson, who describes herself as the first queer black president of the Human Rights Campaign, claimed that tennis legend Serena Williams could beat men at the sport. Here, just roll that clip.
And this is with, who is this with? Kennedy, right? John Kennedy.
Yeah, Kennedy is one of the ones talking there.
Okay, he's going to open this up. Here we go now.
Male, female, boy, girl, okay? Biologically, do males have an advantage over females biologically in sports?
Again, I'm not a physician and I can't speak to that.
What's your real world experience?
It depends. I mean, there are some people who are born male that I'm faster than if I were to sprint against them, and some that I'm not. Some males that are taller than some women, and some that are shorter.
You don't believe that a biological male has a physical advantage in sports over a biological female?
Not as a definitive statement.
Give me an example. Well, no, I don't think. How many female members of the NBA do you see?
Well, I can say that, there's been this news article about men that think that they could beat Serena Williams in tennis, right? That they think that they could actually score a point on her. And it's just not the case. She is stronger than that.
What's your experience, Ben? Male, female?
Both Serena and Venus lost to the 203rd ranked male tennis player, which they're phenoms for women. My experience, my husband, he swam at University of Kentucky as well. In terms of accolades and in terms of national ranking, I was a much better swimmer than him. He could kick my butt any day of the week without
That's what
trying.
you call a kill shot.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely. That absolutely was a kill shot.
Yeah, Serena Williams at one point was asked, and she has said that male tennis player Andy Murray, a 3-time Grand Slam winner, could beat her 6-0, 6-0 in 5 to 6 minutes, which is very fast for a tennis match. She says it's true. It's a completely different sport. She told David Letterman in 2013, men are a lot faster. They serve harder, hit harder. It's a different game. I love to play women's tennis. I only want to play girls because I don't want to be embarrassed.
So here's the thing. No matter how much you wish it so, some things are just sheer facts, right, Deez?
Absolutely.
And it's just a sheer fact that men have a competitive advantage over women in sports.